Hello world, and welcome to Elevated Intuition. Today we are doing a pick a card reading for your next love. So in pick a card readings, you get to use your intuition to pick the card, the number, the deck, the object that attracts you, that resonates with you. You use your intuition to do that. Then I have the timestamps down below in the description, and I will use my intuition to read the cards for you. The way that I structure this next love reading is I have cards over here for you that represent you, cards over here that represent your person, and then a card in the center that talks about the relationship between you. So the person that you're asking for, and use your discernment. We need to focus on your intuition and your discernment. If you get into the reading and you're like, no, that doesn't sound like me, that doesn't sound like them, or maybe this sounds like you, but this doesn't sound like your person, it sounds like a different person than you were really asking about, we're setting the intention to the messages that we need to receive. So sometimes it's not necessarily who you expect coming through, but you need to use your discernment to make sure that what I'm telling you is intended for you. So especially in these group readings, and I am just as happy as you telling me that, you know what, that didn't make sense for me, and passing on the reading as I am for somebody who says that really resonates. I'm almost, we need to use our discernment is all I'm saying. So take what resonates and, use your intuition, use your discernment. Okay, if we want to choose with objects, let's place those objects right now, and I'll tell you something about the deck. This is an angel deck. This is Angel Wisdom Tarot, and the object that goes with it, this is Labradorite. And I move it around here in the light so you can see the flashes within the Labradorite. Group 2. This is a fairy tale deck. This is the Tarot of the Divine. So it brings in different fairy tales, and the object that goes with it is Caribbean Calcite. Group 3. This is Tarot of Mystical Moments. The object that goes with it is Rose Quartz. And group 4, this is Everyday Witch Tarot, and the object that goes with it is Septarian Nodual. Now, sometimes I bring in the crystals. I don't talk about crystals at all in this. It's just to serve as like a connection between you and me, because you're not here. So if we can, create that connection between our energies, then I can read for you, basically. If you're still not sure what is for you, you can pause the video at any time to do that, to study, what it is. Otherwise, I think I do an exercise, a breathing exercise. I think it works really well, and you're invited to do that with me. Go ahead and just close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Release. Okay, we're going to release out any tension. We're going to set the intention that you are going to get the messages you need to receive. Go ahead and take another deep breath in and release. Go ahead and open your eyes, and wherever your eyes are drawn, that is the group for you. Thank you so much for being here with me. If these are the kinds of readings that you like, I would love a like and subscribe, and I will meet you at your reading. Hello, group 1. So this is our Labradorite heart, which I absolutely love this stone. So pretty with all the flashes in there. So hopefully that's what caught your eye too. Or maybe it was this deck and working with angels today. We are going to do your next love. One person over here, probably you. One person over here, probably them. I say probably because this is a general reading, so sometimes they can be mixed up. If you recognize yourself over here and your person over here, that's okay. You know who you are in the story. We are just going to get cards for you versus them, then the relationship altogether, total of 7 cards. Extra cards might pop out. So we're just going to talk about, like, the first card is going to be you. Okay, the first, and then I'm going to get a card for them. Then what you're looking for and your values. Okay, what they're looking for and their values. Interesting, we've got pentacles over here. What you want. Interesting. Swords over here, pentacles over here. What they want. Look at all this lovely down-to-earth pentacles. So somebody over here might be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then the relationship, let's do, okay, cut this, the relationship all together as a whole. The Star. So there's a lot of hope here for this relationship. Just say that. So I like to get all the cards out so we can kind of get a nice picture of what's going on between you and them, or, you know, one person versus the other person. We've got somebody who just is very independent, very cerebral, possibly an air sign. So that would be Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Aquarius. And then we've got somebody who's very down to earth. So I mentioned those earth signs, but that's not, you don't have to be those signs. It's just a possibility here because there's more to your chart than just your sun sign. Lot of cerebral, a lot of thinking here. Thinking turns this person on, or turns you on. Intelligence. You want intelligent conversation. You like debate. You like talking back and forth to people. That might be a little bit off-putting to them. But you know, they could be a very grounded person that can also deal with that. Maybe it's not their cup of tea, but they're not necessarily dislike that engagement. The person over here, or you, a brilliant success, a time for joy, joyful accomplishment, spiritual enlightenment, freedom to do whatever you want, be proud of yourself. I do see a lot of freedom here with the swords as well. Freedom of thinking, thought, maybe pretty well educated. And Jophiel would be the angel on this. Then for this person over here, though, they might have a little bit more difficult time, at least happening right now, having a difficult time maybe balancing priorities or things. So your person may not be offering you all the time that you want because they are, you know, they don't know how to balance that work-life relationship. If this is a brand new relationship, perhaps they've been so stuck in their ways. This looks like somebody who's really into routines. So they're stuck in their ways, and they may not fully understand how to let you in. Working too hard or multiple jobs, the need to bring balance and fun into life, juggling multiple priorities, and balancing the budget. Money matters is really important to this person, okay? So where discussion and having those interesting conversations is really important over here, balancing money could be really important to this person. So that could be a conflict sometimes when, like, you're like, why does that matter? You know, I want to have a good conversation. And they're like, listen, I can't talk to you until I know that all of my bills are paid, all of this is taken care of. You know, there's a lot of stresses over here for this person. We have then looking for and values. 5 of Swords. So this is where I was saying that, like, that conversation, that debate, where you may have differences of values. It's not necessarily a turnoff because you like talking about different things. Now this says an unwise choice. There's a better way that will make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questions about motives. Yes, I think you're really looking for somebody. I think you are kind of looking for somebody who has this like down to earth kind of nature. However, I think that also with the 5 of Swords here is this person doesn't shy away from drama, or maybe who likes to make drama out of things. Maybe he's a little bit of a drama queen, or king, drama king. And that might be a point of like, they're not necessarily like, this is a no drama type of person over here. What they are looking for and what their values are is they want to work with somebody, they want to work with others, they want to work with their partner on things. Do what you love, recognition of the highest quality of work, especially creating in creative endeavors, being paid well for your craft, working well with others, an excellent reputation. There's somebody who also probably likes to work with their hands. They like to get in there and do things. They're a hardworking person, like that is a high value to them. Maybe not necessarily like a job's a job, but they have like creative projects or probably craft projects or passion projects that they're really interested in, usually these threes, the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups, it takes other people, like they really, they may not seem necessarily like an extrovert, but working with other people really, like they are maybe a secret extrovert, where they really want to work maybe with just specific people. So they're definitely down for some hard work, which I think is a very positive thing within a relationship, and where you might, push some things out of proportion, or maybe be a little dramatic about things. As long as they're not feeling overwhelmed by money situations, I think it's something that they can handle. This is what you want, and we've got the King of Swords. You want some communication. This is intelligent, impartial, respected, stoic, receiving wise advice, remain objective, fair-minded, public speaking, communicate clearly, unemotional relationship. So even though I think you can bring some drama to a situation, like you don't want drama from your person, or being emotionally unavailable. So that's like the shadow side of this King of Swords, but I think that nobody is looking for somebody who's emotionally unavailable. But it's more in, I think that there's a term for it, and I just don't know what that is at the moment off the top of my head, but where intelligent people like really turn you on. And again, like I don't feel like this person is unintelligent. They just may not be like on the nose or book smart intelligent. I think they're very intelligent when it comes to creating things, very intelligent and very persistent, and they're very hardworking. The Empress, this is what they want. Time to take action, give birth to your dreams, creative projects will be very successful, abundant, and prosperity. So they're all about, like, this could be your sugar daddy or sugar mama here. They're all about working and hard work and creating things. I think that they're also somebody who would like to have a family. When we have the Empress here, the Empress is, and again, about that abundance. Now, as far as like your energies and melding them together, it's also interesting that we've got these cards here relate to different angels, which is really cool on these cards. And we've got 2 Jophiel angels here. So I can tell you what Jophiel represents here in a second, but I just want to talk about the star. The star comes in is like in your relationship together. So you're two individuals. These are our goals. These are what we're looking for. How do we bring that together? Because you're a very cerebral person. This is a very down to earth person. This person, I think, can kind of help you or calm you down, take you out of your tree, as it were, talk you off the ledge. Because I think that sometimes your mind just starts, wandering or going crazy, and they're like, okay, calm down. Let's figure it out. Let's balance this out. Because balance is something that is very important to them and very valued by them. And together, I think it could be very beautiful. This relationship, we have the star card that represents that, and it's have faith in the future. The future is bright. Dreams come true, positive changes that bring the end of challenging times, and that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So with the star card, you have 3 major arcana cards here. So the star card is a major arcana card. It's a major energy. And they really see that these two people, wherever you find yourself, and if you see yourself in this person, or you see yourself over here and your person, vice versa. I hope that makes sense. These two people are pretty compatible. Like where this person has a tendency of maybe getting a little overwhelmed by their thoughts, or the intrusive thoughts creeping in, and like, oh my gosh, just letting it all kind of come out that way. This person is very grounded in this way, and where they might be coming a little bit overwhelmed or too stuck on like work instead of play, I think you have enough conversation to like make it interesting and to kind of bring them out of their shell a little bit. These 3 major arcana cards, beautiful cards. And like I said, this is Archangel Jophiel. And since she's here, we'll talk about her since she's here twice. So Jophiel is the Archangel of Beauty, and she's associated with roses. As people have often reported smelling the scent of roses when they're working with her or when she is present. Rose petals or flowers themselves can be a signal of Jophiel, and that she's spending time with you. She can help you tidy up your space and beautify any part of your life. So they were talking about our love life, so beautifying your love life. I really feel like that both of these people, you and your person, really complement each other very well and kind of bring out that beauty that is life. Because I think that is something that this person here, like, I think they have a tendency of working very hard and having their nose down, nose to the grindstone. And I feel like you can help them see that there's a little bit more to life than that. But they can also kind of bring you down when you are getting, your mind is getting a little bit overwhelming and out of control. And maybe there's some anxiety. That seems like you might have some anxiety over here, especially with all of those swords cards. I think that communication and thinking and ideas are wonderful, but the other side of that is like overthinking. So bringing beauty into your life, tidying up your space, tidying up your life. Jophiel is the angel of positive thinking. She has rose-colored glasses, and she's just really a beautiful angel to work with in general. And then to have her like bless your relationship like that, I think, or like this, I see really positive things in like the future for your relationship. I also kind of think that I think I was going down this road and took a turn here. The star card comes after the tower card in tarot, and the tower is a huge kind of catastrophe, huge kind of change. So either one or both of you could be dealing with in the past like just a crazy split from somebody, like, or your life has been turned upside down. Possibly this person over here, considering we've got the Two of Pentacles, and they're still kind of trying to find their balance here in the world, and trying to figure that out. But the Star card is all about, the Star card actually is about balance. Usually you'll see that she's got 1 foot here in the water and 1 foot here on land. So we've got emotions, control over our emotions, and then like in a very grounded way. This is when we come out of like those bad relationships, or that time where we just feel like our life is complete chaos, and we start making positive changes and see again that light at the end of the tunnel. So to have her here as the card kind of representing the relationship of you and them together, I think is very positive. So on this relationship, I don't want to say stamp of approval, but that's what's coming in. There's a stamp of approval on this relationship. And, there could also be some residual kind of anxiety over here when we see the 5 of Swords. So it's not just them. I think both of you together probably have some past issues to work through, but I think that again, like the differences between you very complement each other very, very well. So that's what I have for you, Group 1. I hope that you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you in the next reading. Hello, Group 2. This is our Caribbean Calcite, and then this is Tarot of the Divine. So whatever brought you here, you are in the right place. I'm not going to read so much into the crystals. Sometimes I do. This just serves more of a connection between us, since you're not here. And then the way that we're going to do this reading is I've got you over here and your person over here, and then we're going to do pull 3 cards for you, pull 3 cards for them, and then 1 card for the relationship in general, and we'll talk about them. Sometimes you know who you are in this story. Sometimes this is a group reading, so sometimes you'll find yourself over here and your person over here. That's just how it happens. So you know who you are. Let's start with you. A card for you. 4 of Swords. A card for your person. The Wheel of Fortune. What you're looking for and values, and we have the King of Coins. And what they're looking for and their values. Ooh, look at this. We get the Lovers. Nice. Then let's talk about what you want. Yes, Temperance, and what they want. Wow, things are just popping off right away. And the relationship altogether, and then I'll tell you what the cards mean. 2 of Swords. Interesting that the 2 of Swords come in. So I am going to talk about these cards in terms of the fairy tales that they're inspired by, which is actually relates very well to traditional here. It's interesting. Let's see. We've got, wow, 3 major arcana cards over here, 1 here. This is Temperance, the Sun, the Lovers, the Wheel of Fortune. So there's some major energies, just say that. And then we've got 2 Swords cards. So communication is really important within this relationship, at least it is to you. And I think they're willing to have that communication as well, because the Lovers card is ruled by Gemini, and it is about communication. So they are looking for brighter days and brighter relationships. And then over here, you're looking for balance, a mature relationship, King of Coins, Temperance, indicates mature relationship. And then the Four of Swords would kind of indicate that, yeah, communication is important to you, but also like you're not, you know, we're done with all the drama. You don't, this needs to be like, you want to date an adult. We want to be here with adults, somebody who doesn't make you worry about things. Okay, so this Four of Swords card is Fenrir. F-E-N-R-I-R, and it is Norse mythology, so it's out of Norway. The Four of Swords signals a pause in battle. So it is about a pause, it's about taking a break. It's possible that you aren't even like looking for love, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like, oh, wait a second here. This looks like a really interesting person. This looks like somebody that I've been looking for all of my life. This card in general, like the mythology behind it, the Norse god know that the wolf, Fenrir, will bring about the end of the world. So they have him bound and chained while he still represents a threat. Now there is a break. So it's interesting that this kind of represents you. And so it's a sanctuary, recouping, meditation, passivity, maybe seeking counseling. And I think, you know, what I was saying is I don't think you were necessarily looking for love. This person necessarily wasn't looking for love, but this person looks like they're fun, they look interesting, and they look like they have their stuff together. Now, I think you've been in that position before where you've seen that somebody looks like they have things together, and we've got questions. Do they really? The Wheel of Fortune, this is kind of like a card of karma. What goes around comes around. People who use it well are people who make their own luck, or they will say that, or, you know, and this definitely seems like somebody who's capable of making their own luck. This fairy tale is from Ghana, Anansi. So the Wheel of Fortune is endlessly turning, spun by the trickster god. What was once luck is now misfortune. What was hopeless is now joyous. Basically, this too shall pass. It's going through all of the phases of life, and what's important when we see the Wheel of Fortune is how does this person deal with it? Because everybody has ups and downs. I love that this, you know, his arms are outstretched upward, because I'm feeling like this person, even when he's down, like he's a good person to be around. So, and with the Wheel of Fortune and with life, like these acts may seem random, but all fates are part of an interconnected web of repercussions. So fortune, Wheel of Fortune, and when you have the King of Coins, that may be something that has attracted you to this person. Like it seems like they're an adult, like they have their things together. They know what they're doing. An unexpected windfall, karma, destiny, and cycles. When you see them, it may seem like you were destined to meet them. And I kind of feel like when you have the Four of Swords over here, it kind of feels like you didn't really want to take a chance on a relationship. You kind of wanted to sit out. But really, when you look at this person and what they have to bring to the table, it's almost like I really can't sit this out. What you're looking for and your values, and we've got the King of Coins. This one is the world turtle. It's interesting that it's here on the King of Coins rather than on the world, but you know, side note there. This is an Iroquois mythology. The King of Coins represents stability and faithfulness. The world turtle is strong enough to support the weight of others' hopes and dreams. He may not be an active participant in their lives, but he is always dependable, slow, and steady. So I think you probably do want somebody to be in your life. So not necessarily that part, but certainly the dependability, the slow and steady here. That it talks about success, dependability, conservatism, strong will, willing to work, faithfulness. So of course, you know, that's actually something that I think a lot of people are looking for and a lot of people want. And on the surface, a lot of people kind of project that, and you may have been kind of lured in before, but I think this person you're talking to now might be the real deal. What they're looking for, I think they're looking for very similar things as you. And now we've got the Lovers. I told you before, the Lovers is also about communication. The Lovers is ruled by Gemini. You probably have recognized this. This is the Beauty and the Beast, but this is the version, the Danish fairy tale. The Lovers card represents romance, opposites attracting, the duality and balance of you know, or the sexual attraction, physicality, and fire versus spirituality, emotions and water. The pair emphasize the importance of communication and herald an important crossroads. It means, you know, the Lovers, love. It talks about love. We want to see Lovers cards. We want to see Cups cards here in these love readings, and we're talking about it. I think your person seems, you know, just looking at this, they seem very open. They seem very honest. We've got the Sun card here as well. Love, harmony, trust, leap of faith. And it's interesting that this also can talk about choice, because the Two of Swords talks about choice, but we'll get there. Then for you, so we're just contrasting, looking at you, looking at them, going back and forth and contrasting the different things that you're looking for, they're looking for, talking about compatibility and what you really want. And we have the Temperance card. I told you something about temperance and balance, which also is very related to the Two of Swords as well. And we'll get to that. Temperance, this fairy tale is out of India. Temperance is about balance and meditation. And look at with the Four of Swords, it also kind of relates back to the Four of Swords. I kind of feel like this person may be pursuing you because there's a lot of slow and steady. There's a lot of meditation. There's a lot of sitting still. I almost feel like they need to convince you. And I don't think that you are in very much of a hurry to change anything. And I kind of am hearing like now or never, or let's do this, coming from your person over here. Going back to Temperance, you know, a lot of harmony. You're looking for harmony, purpose, good influence. Sometimes Temperance can talk about a reconciliation. So maybe for some of you, like your person, you knew them before and they've grown up. I think that's not for everyone, but that might be for some of you. I think that they're trying to convince you over here that you are what they are looking for. Based on the cards, I would agree with that. So if this is resonating with you, if you are using your discernment and you're like, yeah, that's me, that's them, and you're kind of on the fence, which the Two of Swords would kind of indicate that you're on the fence about pursuing this, it really does seem, especially when we have the Sun card here, that they are who they appear to be. This is from Egypt. This is the sun god Ra. The sun is success, birth, confidence. After passing through difficult times, the Egyptian sun god Ra proves everything is illuminated with optimism and enthusiasm on the path ahead. satisfaction, accomplishment, joy, luck. It's interesting that the sun is luck because we got the Wheel of Fortune luck here too. It may be very lucky the way that you met them. Again, like karma, luck, the spin of the wheel, very lucky how you met them. And then the Two of Swords is about choices, the choices that we make. Twos are also about balance, and look at this, two. So about you chose two, and two comes in with, and like I said, we have the swords here, communication all around. Do you trust their communication? Sometimes a person like this who has like the Lovers on their side can come across as almost like love bombing you, especially if you are coming out of a bad relationship. You're trying not to get into a new relationship. You thought you like swore off men or swore off women, or you thought like, I need to take a break. So that's just kind of coming through here. This is Sita. She's from India. The Hindu, it's a Hindu fairy tale. And the Two of Swords represents being stuck between hard choices. Sita's decision between two things is not easy and cannot be made blindly. It's interesting that it says that because usually the Two of Swords has their eyes closed, and they have their eyes closed because they're not ready to open their eyes to see the truth. Sometimes they only see what they want to see, and when the Two of Swords pops up, it's like, hey, you need to open your eyes and you need to make this heart over head decision. What else does it say about Sita? Things can only remain balanced for so long before a move must be made. There needs to be a choice being made. So I really feel like when this is the card here between the relationship together, I kind of feel like this person is pursuing you. This person is pursuing this person. This person has just wants to be slow and steady. I feel like there's been hurt before. Not that this person has ever been hurt, they have, but the Wheel of Fortune is just kind of like, hey, we're going to just roll with it. We're going to roll with the punches. We're going to learn things from the past. And I'm ready to, like, all of these cards are very happy cards, which not so much with the Four of Swords and the not saying that the King of Coins isn't so happy, but it definitely is a much slower energy than when we're feeling over here when we've got, this person is very, very much ready to court you, to have you in their life, and they want you to make that decision and open your eyes to the potential. So as far as I really feel like, if you've been hurt before, it's kind of hard to trust again. Like I said, all of the cards are like very open here to this person. So I get, you can have some trust issues. As far as the relationship between you, you need to open your eyes and really follow your heart as to what you really want to do. It is possible that this is a really great person, but you're just not in it right now. You just are not capable of having the relationship that you think that they deserve, or that you deserve. Again, it's the Two of Swords, so it comes down to your choice. I do feel like they are who they say they are. The way that they represent themselves. I feel like you have been maybe in a narcissistic relationship in the past, or somebody has manipulated you in the past. I don't feel like that's what they want. I feel like they really truly are interested in you. So if that helps you with your decision, and again, as long as this is resonating and you're using your discernment that this is for you, then there we go. So I hope that you make whatever. And I also think that you can't make a wrong decision. You are making the right decision for you, and that's never wrong. So that's what I have for you, Group 2. I hope that you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you in the next reading. Hello, Group 3. So if you chose the Rose Quartz, the number 3, or you just really like this deck, which is Tarot of Mystical Moments, you are in the right place. Before I start pulling cards, we are going to do like a you and them, or vice versa. You know who you are in the story. So we're going to pull 3 cards for you, 3 cards for them, and then 1 card for the relationship in general. This is, you know, your next love, and I'm not really reading into the rose quartz. It's just serving as a connection between you and I, because, you know, you're not here. You are there. So let's get a card for you. 4 of Wands, a card for them, Strength, okay, and okay, what you're looking for and your values. It's only going to do 1 card, but we've got 2 coming out. 9 of Wands, Page of Cups, okay. Their values, what your person is looking for. Also 2 cards want to come out. We get 7 of Wands, and we've got the Moon. Very interesting, because that is kind of very similar here. I'll tell you why in a moment. What you want, okay, what you want. 9 of Swords. What they want, 2 of Swords, and the relationship together, Knight of Swords. So a lot of Swords energy, a lot of communication, a lot of talking back and forth in what we are looking for. Let's talk about you. We have the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands talks about, I mean, look at, we've got 2 people just dancing together. It's a celebration. It's fun. Like, 4 is also a number of stability. I feel like there is a stable nature here to your person, because the card that represents them, we have Strength. That is somebody who's in control of their emotions, somebody who's in control of their thoughts. I think that you might be attracted to them because of that. We've got the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Swords, which is a very similar energy, about like past betrayal, past wounds, healing, anxiety. You might be a person who is prone to anxiety, and in this person you see, you see your rock, your strength. You see somebody who you can rely on. I said there seemed like there was a very similar story between the 9 of Wands and the Page of Cups and the 7 of Wands and the Moon. Reason being is, and it's interesting that, 2 cards kind of popped out for this in what you're looking for and your values. 7 of Wands and 9 of Wands. Well, first of all, Wands cards, passions, right? But burned by that flame a little bit. You seem to be healing from that, and then again, kind of a repeat of the Strength over here. 7 of Wands, traditionally we've got like 6 people, and it's kind of shown here in the tattoo. Maybe I can hold this up a little closer so you can see that. It's kind of shown the traditional here in the tattoo, where we've got somebody kind of holding the high ground, and we've got somebody attacking, usually like multiple people attacking this person. This person is standing their ground, but they're getting tired of the fight all the time. And they're just kind of like, with the Moon, is like, how can I, they can be a very strong person, but like emotions can run wild at times, or maybe they feel like they need to push their emotions down because of how much conflict that they have going on. Now, when I see both of these cards here like this in your values, their values, something that you're looking for, I don't think that you're looking for a fight. I don't think that they're looking for a fight. In fact, I think it's kind of the opposite. I think you're looking for somebody that they don't have to fight with all the time. Relationships are tough, relationships are hard, but it doesn't have to be hard all the time. You're looking for somebody that can surprise you, that can connect with you on an emotional level. That's what we've got, the Page of Cups here. It might be something that's kind of new for you. You might be kind of out of your box or realm of, and probably because you've grown from the where you've been and to this point now. And I think that there could be a very stable person too. I think there also might be somebody who has tattoos, just as like an aside there. And I think that you might also have tattoos or like that, or value that. You might be like that tattooed couple. Just as an aside, like I think that's something that you can connect on, or at least artwork. You like the same kind of artwork, and you're into the same kind of, I don't want to say pain, because that's where we're kind of picking up the tattoos. Of course, this is a tattooed person, but, and I think that the Nine of Wands can also like represent tattoo as well. But when I say the same kind of pain, like sometimes, you know, working out or doing something physical, hiking, cycling, climbing, I think that that is something that is possible in your relationship, that, because it's not necessarily punishment, but it feels like it's pushing yourselves. Like you both seem like you're somebody who pushes yourself and who really enjoys that. Now you can push yourself intellectually as well, but I'm seeing like a very kind of like pushing yourself physically here, and that, like, you know, maybe meeting at the gym, going to the gym, doing things like that. Now with the Page of Cups and the Moon here, Page of Cups for you, Moon for them, I feel like they are somebody who is very emotionally complex, and maybe on the surface doesn't necessarily see that, but the more that you get to know them, the more you see that. Like they have like a great depth to them, and they're looking for that too. We have swords all around here, so they want that connection, that emotional depth. It might be something new to you, or even just a new relationship would be the Page of Cups here. So obviously the reading we're talking about is a new relationship, but this person, this type of person, it might be really new for you, and in the way that you're discovering that, and the way that they bring out new things for yourself. They might help you purge some of your demons here with the Nine of Swords. Now these two cards is what you want and what they want. Swords, well, they want to converse, talk, share ideas. This kind of came out in group number 1 too, where intelligence is something that kind of turns both of you on. And again, I think that the physicality between you, or like where I was talking about like doing those very physical things, and I do feel like there is like a very physical attraction here, a physical component to that, but there is that intellectual component too. Things could move very, very quickly, their relationship together, but I would caution you, this might be just a fling. And the reason I say that is, even though they seem like fun and you guys seem like you're on the same page with some things, like if they're not willing to open up, I think that there's a potential that they're not willing to open up, even though they think that they can. Like the Two of Swords, usually you can't see the Two of Swords eyes. Their eyes are kind of blindfolded. Also, the Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving energy, and I said that there is certainly a physical attraction here, especially with the wands. Like there's a very, like it could just, I'm just seeing like this flame burning very, very quickly, and it could quickly burn out. Knight of Swords. And again, like nights are movement, nights are fast movement. And when we have them coming in a love reading like this, like it could be just a very fast movement together, and then it's just like whew, gone. Because you both just kind of keep moving on. So while I think this looks fun, and while I think that, you know, it could definitely have potential, like right now, you know, in the beginning of this relationship, it just seems like it's very, very quick, very fast moving, and like I said, where they, if they're not willing to open up to you, if your past kind of keeps coming back, like there's a lot of things that could complicate things, that could just be like, you know what, loved meeting you, lots of fun, lots of, but you know, moving on. So while I think this is a very fun energy, and a lot of very physical attraction here, this is where I'm concerned, is with the Knight of Swords. So as far as like a reading like this goes, just know that. Or if you want to try to connect on a deeper level, like again, we still have free will. Or, you know, maybe it is like, yep, I definitely see that. Fun, not completely what I'm looking for, and that's what we have. So that's what I have for you, group 3. I hope that you have an amazing day. And again, like, I don't think this is something that you necessarily want to skip. I don't think that they necessarily want to hurt you, or vice versa. And I don't think that it's going to end that way with people being hurt. I just feel like there's something here where maybe it's just fun for a couple months and then they have to move, or vice versa. Or it's fun for a couple months and it just seems kind of like, even though there's glimmers of depth here, when we've got the 7 of Wands in front of the moon, like I almost think they're pretty guarded, like their heart is very guarded and they don't necessarily want to open up. And again, like I feel like this is a person that this type of person is not somebody that you would normally date. And maybe you get into it and it's like, you know what, I really enjoy this, but long term, that's not what I'm looking for. And so that's why with the Knight of Swords, it's kind of like just really quick, fun. I think this is playful energy. I think that they probably have like a positive influence on you, but it's reading more of like a rebound type situation. So that's what I have for you, group 3. I hope that you have an amazing day. Thanks so much for being here with me, and I will see you in the next reading. Hello, group of 4. So this is Septarian Nodual. This is our everyday witch deck, and I'm not going to necessarily read anything with the crystal. It's just going to serve as like a connection between you and me, because you're not here. You're where you are, and I am here. And the way this is, I've said this 4 times now, and I keep saying, anyway, you're here, your person is here. Sometimes it's reversed. So you know who you are in this story. We're going to pull 3 cards for you, 3 cards for them. It's like just defining you, defining them, looking at values, you know, what they're looking for, values, what you want, what they want, and then a card to kind of tie you together, like the relationship. Is this, you know, and sometimes you can use this information to just skip this person altogether. Sometimes it's just kind of like, oh, okay, that's just looks like a rebound, looks fun, great, I'll indulge and move on. Or if this looks like a more serious energy, or you know, how you want it to play out. We'll see with the cards, right? That's why we're pulling cards. So let's get a card for you, a card for you, or 2 cards for you. We've got Cups, interesting. We'll keep both of those. A card for your person. I'll tell you why that's so interesting here in a second. 9 of Wands. What are you looking for? What are you looking for? Page of Cups, as opposed to what they're looking for, as opposed to what they're looking for. Queen of Wands. Okay. What do you want? Pop off right away. Yeah. Look at all of these cups. 7 of Cups, 4 of Cups, Page of Cups, 2 of Cups. You want some love here, as opposed to what they want. What does your person want? Okay. And the relationship in general. 2 of Wands. Okay. So, there's something they might be hiding, or something that's really sneaky about your person. I just want to say that right off the bat. We'll get into that a little bit here. Let's talk about you. So, like I said, a lot of Cups cards. I want to also tell you that if we're talking about this person and you're like, shoot, I thought, because there's tons of Cups cards here that you're ready for, you're seeking love, you want love, you're wondering why this this relationship thing isn't working out, and you thought this person was the one. But if I'm telling you things about this person that resonate with you, and you're using your discernment, and you're like, shoot, I thought this was the one, don't get too wrapped up in that, because when we've got the 7 of Cups and we've got the 4 of Cups here, you have a ton of options. You really do. That's what the 7 of Cups is about. It is about options. It is about you have each one of these cups, and you can choose from whichever one it is. You can choose from somebody who, is interested in the same things that you are, that has the same passions that you do, who is also seeking love. You can choose from somebody who has a lot of money, somebody who wants to travel, somebody who is really, anything and everything that you can conceive. There's that person out there for you. That is what the 7 of Cups is about. And I feel like we really need to have this conversation, because you're not seeing it. All you're looking at is the failures. And that's what the 4 of Cups is. The 4 of Cups is kind of like, and almost like you're sitting here within your box. And maybe your box is, for instance, a box would be, you only want to date people who are from your church, but you've gone out on a couple dates with them, and it's like, this isn't doing it for me. And this other cup is like, hey, look at me. Usually this 4th cup is like a cup being handed to you from God. Like, this person's like, hey, I am ready to hand you this cup. I'm ready to hand you this love, and you just don't see it. It might be somebody that you have friend zoned. It might be somebody who maybe attends a different church, or maybe they don't find, they really share your values. They just don't find it in the same place that you do. So while you might have, and that's just an example. You may have only been looking on Tinder, for example, and I feel like there is like a surprise coming in for you that you never even considered. And all you have to do is look in a new place or a new direction. You have a lot of options. So I just want to tell you that before you feel like you need to settle for this person. Now, this person, they're not all bad, but I am kind of concerned about this 7 of Swords. And I'll tell you why here in a little bit. 9 of Wands. This person over here kind of feels like they're tired too. They're tired of looking. I don't want you to feel like, if they at all make you feel like they settled for you or they put you down in any way, I want you to really consider that they're not your person, okay? Because you do not deserve that. The Nine of Wands indicates that they are tired. They're sick of the battle. They're battle worn. It may be that they have just gone through a breakup or a divorce. They may not be ready to like fully commit. And when I see the Seven of Swords here, they might be looking at their options as well, and they're not telling you that they're looking at other options. These two cards here, we get the Page of Cups and we get the Queen of Wands, and this is what they're looking for and their values. Page of Cups is, you know, you're looking for somebody who wants to create a new thing for you, this newness, right? Brand new things, something fun and exciting. And again, I feel like when you've got the Seven of Cups over here in your back pocket, that you can absolutely find everything that you're looking for. However, the Page is somebody who is new at this. Maybe not necessarily a seasoned, somebody who goes on dates all the time or is like savvy in that way. They're almost like have an energy of like a child or a naivete about them. So that's why I'm like concerned over here with the Seven of Swords. This person really, they're looking for the Queen of Wands. They're looking for somebody who ignites their passions. The Queen of Wands is also like the most attractive card out of the whole deck. So on the surface, like superficiality is important to them. They're looking for somebody who's attractive. They want that physical attraction. Physical attraction isn't a bad thing. I think, you know, we want to be physically attracted to our person, but I'm not seeing much else here for this, what they're looking for. Now, the Queen of Wands, she's somebody who is very independent, but again, who is also very attractive. And I'm just seeing kind of some superficial things here with this person. Not that that's bad. I mean, as long as they're upfront and honest with you, which I'm concerned that they may not be. These two cards, what you want, a connection, like a meeting of the minds, a meeting of the heart, somebody that you can tell everything to, a partner in crime, if you will. And that would work perfect against the Seven of Swords. I guess there's two people here, because we've got the cat here as being the partner in crime with the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords just might mean that they have something that's kind of close to the vest. They may not be fully open and honest with you about what has put them on guard, why they feel like, why they're tired, what has happened in their past. They might be kind of not telling you that. I think you want somebody who is open. Like all of these cards would suggest that you are looking for that type of communication. And this person, and it's not to say that they are going to always be like that they're going to always be closed off. But right now, with the Seven of Swords, it just is kind of like they're kind of operating on their own. So you need to really use your discernment here and figure out what that is. Sometimes it's just that they don't want to tell you that their job is a certain thing because they think that you might look down on it, or that they, they have a certain type of values that they're not sure how you would react to that. My son is kind of like this in the fact that he just isn't the most forthright with communications, and sometimes he thinks that I'm going to judge him on things, and I'm like, I'm more judgy that you're not telling me than the thing that you're telling me. However, this can come out when somebody is like, I would just say, don't take anything for granted. If you think that you're in a monogamous relationship with you, but you've never had that conversation, don't take it for granted. You need to have those types of conversations, because I feel like they willfully omit things. In fact, I'm like seeing a friend of mine he's coming up, it is where like his Facebook profile, he never puts any other women in there, and I know like he's dating several different ones, so he never mentions anybody's name. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if they know that he's dating other people. He doesn't consider it a lie. He just thinks, because, well, we've never had that conversation. I'm like, I guarantee you they think that you're exclusive. Okay, so I'm kind of seeing when this is coming up, I'm just kind of seeing that type of energy where it's like, well, why would you think that we're exclusive? We never had that conversation, even though you've shared like certain moments where it's like, you've given me indications, you've given me clues. So just as a warning to you, you need to make sure you define things. If you think that you're exclusive, make sure you have that exclusivity conversation. You might have certain values to where you're not dating other people all at once or sleeping with other people all at once, but you don't know what their values are and they're not forthcoming with that. So it's just kind of like, just know what you're getting into here. I feel like they're just holding some things back. I'm not exactly sure what those things are. And you, I feel like when we've got the Two of Cups, like you're just open, you're just telling them everything. So I don't want you to get hurt. But again, I feel like you don't value yourself as much as you necessarily should. I feel like, again, like I think you turn heads wherever you go, you just don't notice it. The relationship together, we have got the Two of Wands. This is very interesting because this indicates plans. This indicates like a future. This indicates movement together. And we've got the Two of Wands. However, it's just one person here and it's kind of like looking back at you. I just feel like you have a lot of options that you haven't explored, a lot of options that you don't even realize you have, especially when we've got this Page of Cups, this kind of naiveness about you that if this person is interested in you, you are a baddie. That's a good thing. You are super hot. You're very attractive. You have it all together. I think you just need to see it. I think the one thing that this relationship is amazing for is for your own self-worth. I think it is amazing for you seeing who you are. And I think it is amazing for you kind of defining your priorities. I think this is like a good way that you're bouncing things off of this person to say, you know what? I really can take on the world. I really can get everything that I want. I think there are certain things about this person that is like, again, I think there's that physical attraction there. I think that there are some really positives about this person. I just don't think that they have everything that you necessarily want. And I also think that there are things that you're overlooking just because of how like relationship oriented you are over here. I think you're ready for that really deep and meaningful relationship. I think that's what you're looking for. The missing piece, the missing component is because I think that they really do, like they're very physically attracted to you, and it's like your kind of self-realization of that and just like, you know what? I don't need to put up with your crap. I can go out and find whomever it is that I want to have a relationship with. And I also feel like, you know, somebody who values you the way that you value them above all else. And I kind of feel like this is a little bit of a glow up here for you from this Page of Cups to like this Queen of Wands. I think that there is definitely a sexuality and a sensuality about you that this kind of unleashes, and it just really makes you feel like you're ready to take on the world. I'm not sure that this is going to be the end-all be-all relationship. I just don't think that they're good enough for you. And what's really interesting is I think that they're very attracted to you by the way that they see you, and I think they make you feel good about yourself. But I think that you can do better, honestly, group 4. I think that you can do yeah, you can do better. You can find everything that you don't have to settle. And I think that what they bring out in you is kind of like just that missing piece. It's almost like, I'm laughing because it's almost like those old movies, not that old, but like in the 90s, like the She's All That, like you just, the nerdy artistic girl who just takes off her glasses and basically brushes her hair and like, woo, like everybody's all of a sudden like, whoa, we want her, or, we want him. I think they redid that with from like the male perspective, that he's all that, didn't they? I think they did. Anyway, I just think that like this is not necessarily what you were looking for, but it's like a personal glow up for you, so that beyond this, I think that you're gonna really, I think that you're raising your standards actually, and you're really you have the confidence to do that now. So that's what I have for you, group 4. I hope that you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you in the next reading.